What's up, guys? It's Jags Nation back at it again with another video. And today I'll be doing the Jaguars and Chiefs game preview slash prediction. Now, for prediction, I'm not going to be doing necessarily a score prediction, more of a player prediction. I don't like doing score predictions for the Jaguars because I feel like I give them bad luck. So yeah, I'll be doing like offensive player of the game and defensive player of the game just for the Jaguars, not the Chiefs. And then after that, I'm going to discuss some future videos. So yeah, let's get into it. The game is this Sunday. It's the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field at 1 p.m. It's currently supposed to be 99 degrees with the heat index of like 105, so it's definitely going to be a hot game. Jags are wearing all white unis, which it kind of helps a little bit with the heat, but not too much. But usually week one, if the Jags have a home game, it's usually all white. So yeah, let's get into the preview. It's definitely going to be a hard matchup, but I think we can get it done. But I have 3 keys for offense and 3 keys for defense. So the first key on offense is the offensive line. They need to somehow stay healthy and just pass protect and run block as best as they can. Cam Robinson is now downgraded out because I guess he tweaked his other knee, his right knee in practice. He last year in the Patriots Week 2 game he tore his ACL. So he's out, and then Cedric Obehi is his backup is out now too. I think with a hamstring. So Will Richardson is going to get the start left tackle. I believe he played some right tackle in college, but he's been getting a lot of work at the right guard spot. Him and AJ Cam been having a battle, and he did fairly well. So I'm actually looking forward to see him get a start. I kind of wish it was him just starting at right guard, but they do need help at left tackle, and hopefully he can protect Nick Foles' blind side, because that left tackle position I think is one of the most important positions on the offensive line. And he's also going against Frank Clark, and that's definitely nerve-wracking. And Kansas City Chiefs, they have a pretty good pass rush. They led the league last year with sacks, 50-something sacks I want to say, somewhere around there. So they definitely can get pressure and sack the quarterback. The number 2 offensive key is getting Leonard Fournette going, whether that is in the passing game, the running game, or even just the pass blocking. We need Leonard Fournette to stay healthy, be motivated, and just run hard and be physical. And he's definitely matured, and he's definitely gotten into a lot more shape. Last year, I think he said he came to training camp like 10 to 15 pounds heavier, but he took all that weight off, and he's gotten stronger and faster. So I definitely think he's going to have a breakout year. So he just needs to run hard, get 4 or 5 yards, and then that will get his yards per carry up, because his rookie year was like 3.9, and last year was like 3.8 or something like that. So he hasn't had that season where his yards per carry are like more than 4, and we definitely need him to get that, because if we can get put into a situation where we're 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, that's definitely going to hit Nick Foles out. It's going to open up the playbook where you can actually just run on 3rd down or just little bootleg or a little short pass. So that would help Nick Foles out in the offense itself. And then the 3rd key on offense is D.D. Westbrook. We already know Nick Foles loves throwing to D.D. You can tell from the 3rd preseason game against the Miami Dolphins. One thing I hope Nick Foles doesn't do is force D.D. the ball. Like that one play where D.D. Came across the middle and just got lit up by the safety. That's something I hope they can build on, like the chemistry of Nick Foles not putting D.D. in a bad spot. But I do expect D.D. to get a lot of targets and possibly have over 100 receiving yards and maybe a pair of touchdowns. Now for the defense side of the ball, the 3 keys, I think this is the most important, because I think the Jags pass rush may be the best they've had in a while. I think it may be even better than 2017 with Josh Allen, Yannick, Calais Campbell, Marcel Darius. That's just a dangerous front 4. And then now you can run a hybrid defense with having Josh Allen drop back in coverage and play linebacker. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see. But the first key on defense is going to be try to contain Patrick Mahomes to the best of your ability. He's going to run out. He's going to make plays with his legs. He's going to run the ball. He's going to throw deep passes. You just need to be able to contain him and make him make mistakes. You just need to make sure like how he played the first time last year when he played him at week 5. He had 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he had 1 rushing touchdown. It was his worst game he had all year. The defense did what they needed to do to win that game, but offensively, Blake Bortles did not have a good game. Yeah, he passed for a lot, but he also threw 4 picks and fumbled the ball. So they can slow down Patrick Mahomes. He's going to make plays, like I said, but you just need to limit those plays and limit the big plays that he makes. Number 2 is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, in my opinion, is the best tight end in the league. He's pretty much reminds me of Gronk. He's like uncover. He's too hard to cover, but it's going to be a test for Ronnie Harrison and Jared Wilson. Definitely covering him, maybe even a linebacker, Miles Jack. If a linebacker's covering him, they're definitely going to need help with the safety. Kind of the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. You need to limit him. He's going to have his targets. He's going to have his catches. He may have a touchdown, but you just need to contain him and don't let him get those big catches and touchdowns like he usually does. And number 3 is stop the run. Something that Jags have struggled with in recent years is stop and run. In 2017, before we got Marcel Dareus, we were one of the worst in the league at stop and run. When Marcel Dareus came in, he absolutely helped the run defense tremendous. And last year, once again, helped the run defense tremendous, but still it's something that Jags are known for letting a big run play happen here and there, and that's something they do not need to do. They got Williams at running back and LaShawn McCoy, I believe. What Andy Reid kind of announced them as like both starters, so they should definitely get about this a decent amount of carries. So just kind of like the same thing I've said about Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Just limit the big plays, limit the long runs, and just contain as much as you can. And if you can contain that, you put the offense in good positions, force turnovers, and it gives you a chance to win the game. Now, for my predictions for the offense player of the game, I'm going to go with D.D. Westbrook. I think he's going to have 8 catches for 122 yards and 1 touchdown. I think he's going to have a big year and a big game. I think he's definitely going to have over 1,000 yards this year, especially with someone throwing the ball like Nick Foles doing, who's accurate and precise. It's definitely going to be fun to watch, and I think he's going to have a great first game. Now, I kind of have 2 predictions for the defense side of the ball. I think Yannick Ngakoue gets 2 sacks on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yannick's just a beast, and I really hope we can extend his contract. But it seems like it's going nowhere, and I just really like to keep the 2016 core with Miles Jack, Yannick, and Jalen Ramsey. We already signed Miles Jack to extension. We have Jalen Ramsey's 5th-year option, which I assume we're going to sign him to a long-term deal next year. So now it basically just means we just got Yannick. And if we can keep that core together, that's going to be a good core. You got Miles Jack, Jalen Ramsey, Yannick, and Josh Allen, and possibly Calais Campbell for another year or 2. And then you have Ronnie Harrison, who I think is going to be a great, strong safety. You have your core and defense to stay in the top 5 and top 10 in overall defenses every year. And then my other prediction for the defense is I think Josh Allen gets his first career sack, and I also think he gets a forced fumble. Josh Allen, like I said, is just going to be a beast for the Jaguars. I think he has a really good chance to win defensive rookie of the year. I think he has to be one of the top candidates. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him play on Sunday. It's the stadium and the crowds is going to be electric. It's week 1. It's going to be really hot. That's the only problem. It's going to be really hot, but hopefully everyone stays hydrated and just gets loud when we're on defense and causes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to make mistakes. And now for the injury report, Will Richardson, like I said, is going to start for a left tackle because Cam Robinson and Cedric are both out. Cedric with the hamstring, Cam Robinson tweaked his right knee. Hopefully it seems like Cam Robinson should be back next week or the week after. Josh Oliver is out, but they said he's close to returning, so I'm hoping maybe he can return next week or the week 3 Thursday night game against Tennessee Titans. And then the other injury is Marcel Dareus. His elbow is questionable. I expect him to play. Maybe he won't play as much as we need him to, but I think he should definitely get out there and start the game off to help stop the run right away. And then I think that's about it for my predictions. Like I said, I'm not doing a score prediction. I do think the Jags have a chance to win, but I also think the Kansas City Chiefs are a really tough opponent and probably arguably the best team in the AFC. So it's definitely a good test week 1, but I'd rather play the Chiefs week 1 than week 6 or 7, just because week 1 you have good teams beat bad teams beat good teams. You can really never tell week 1. And usually week one's usually pretty rusty for the most part. Like look at the Thursday night game, Packers Bears. Packers won 10-3, and the Bears offense looked horrendous, and Packers offense wasn't that good either. So week one is kind of like a extra preseason game because it's like a lot of real game action for like full 4 quarters instead of just the first half or just 1 quarter. So it's definitely gonna be fun. So yeah, future videos, I am going to be doing a game day vlog on Sunday, kind of do like a fan's perspective. I have season tickets, so I kind of like might go through the tailgating situation and show you like how I tailgate, or I'm just gonna do like when I'm walking to my seats and some like pregame warm-ups and some clips during the game, and then my thoughts after, a quick thought. And then after that, probably that night or Monday night, I'll do a game recap. Nothing too long, but something where I can go back and watch the highlights and stuff like that, and pick out key moments. Because it's definitely, when you're watching a game in person, it's definitely different than watching a game on TV. Because when you're in person, you kind of miss some things. On TV, you kind of miss some things from not being there in person. So it goes hand in hand. So I'll definitely do a game recap, like an in-depth one, probably Sunday or Monday. So yeah, I'm definitely again getting excited. It's about 2 days away on Sunday, and yeah, go Jags. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Go Jags.